Oh, you want to learn how to make alcohol from home? Let's make some honey wine. Start with a glass jar and add whatever kind of honey you want your final product to taste like. This recipe calls for orange blossom honey, and I'm also tossing in an orange. Then top it off with water and add some brewing yeast. So these are the essentials, and once they're all mixed together, alcohol will be produced over the course of a month or two. Like anything that ferments, gas will be produced alongside the alcohol, and you'll want an airlock so that there's not a buildup of pressure inside. After a month, you can see a layer of sediment at the bottom, and that'll be left behind as the liquid is separated or racked into another jug. The best way to do this without disturbing that sediment is with a siphon, and I've linked all the equipment I'm using if you're curious where to find it. Also make sure that the equipment you're using is properly sanitized ahead of time. Then I let it sit for another few weeks until I was sure fermentation is complete, and then I gave it a taste. At this point it was very strong and there was no residual sweetness, which may seem surprising given the amount of honey, but all that sugar is converted into alcohol during fermentation. The good news is you can stabilize with a Captain tablet and potassium sorbate so that you can add additional honey for sweetness without having it ferment anymore. I also added oak chips, which will give it some smoky caramel notes as well. I let it age for a few months and those additions really help this mead shine. After it's nice and clear and tastes exactly how you want it, it's time to bottle. So this batch is 14% ABV, has strong orange flavor, slightly bitter, subtly sweet, and pretty well rounded. I use the same siphon but with a bottle wand attachment to fill these bottles, and just look at that color and clarity of the final product. Finally, you should cork or cap your bottles to preserve them. This is my favorite step of the process. If you do make this yourself, let me know how it turns out, and make sure to check out my other recipes and enjoy your mead.